It's a leap year, so every day bringing you new insights of how you can become more aligned within and congruent within. And one of the things that keeps people from being aligned and congruent is inorganic thoughts. And so I thought I would share a little bit about how to distinguish these from your own. So you have your own voice. You know your own voice. We all talk to each other. In fact, you hear your own self-talk more than anything else if you're aligned, okay? So let's just go with that. You know your own voice. Then all of a sudden you'll hear a thought, and the thought is completely not the same tone, not the same frequency. It's probably saying something uh, that doesn't resonate with you. Probably is going to be a fearful thought. So, for like example, it might be a distraction, like a fear about money or not having enough money, or it might be, and you have enough money, like you have money in your account, you have things taken care of, you're safe, you're secure, like you have what you need to take care of yourself. And yet there's this thought that you don't have enough money. And so that's an inorganic thought, okay? And it's not unique to you. Um, Inorganic thoughts are just like inorganic tomatoes, inorganic foods, inorganic. That means that it's been manipulated, okay? So if the food has been manipulated, why wouldn't the electromagnetic pulses be manipulated? Of course they have been. Humanity has been manipulated and lied to for years. Like, this isn't Kiana saying this. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is like the truth that there are lies and there is manipulations that occur. So we don't need to go into the lies and manipulation, but we do need to be aware of when those are occurring within our own energetic field. That's why I teach my clients always to be able to understand and know. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust this thing. Understand and know. I'm sorry. I don't know what I just did. Understand and know what is going on within our field. Okay. So when we have these inorganic thoughts, the first thing you want to do is just have awareness that thought is not mine. So you want to disidentify with that thought and say, that is inorganic thought. That is inorganic thinking. I am completely aligned within and totally connected with my heart. Then you connect with your heart and you align with your conscious breath to bring yourself back into your congruent state, which is always going to be within. So if you're getting inorganic thoughts, that means that nothing, you don't have to give any meaning to the inorganic thought. What you do need to do is identify, like, gosh, that doesn't sound like me, or that doesn't sound like that's not even something I would normally think. Why am I thinking that? Instead of going deep into why am I thinking that, which takes you down a descending cycle, because there is no why. There's no reason for you to know the why. The only thing you need to know is that that's not yours. That's not my thought. Okay, because I don't think that way. So I need to go into my heart and aligned with my field. You can claim your field as I am unified. I am aligned with unification within. I'm aligned with my heart. I am safe is another one that you could say. But the key here is to know your inner dialogue and when you get interference, because there always is going to be interference, but the interference will be less and less and less when you have identified that it's not yours and that you realign within. The lack of alignment within and giving credence to these inorganic thoughts or these strange ways of thinking, or why am I thinking that, going down that rabbit hole is what pulls you away from your inner alignment. So you want to just understand that's inorganic. That's mine. That's inorganic. And that doesn't mean that you don't have thoughts that are less than kind. Okay, those could be yours. But if you have those thoughts that are less than kind, then you want to just realign to your heart and say, does that serve my heart? And if the answer is no, then you can let go of that with a conscious breath and realign to your heart. So that's my little 2 cents, more than 2 cents, my 25 cents, maybe $100 million way. Because if you can start to disidentify with those inorganic thoughts, you're going to align much quicker to your inner guidance than you would to anything else. Your inner guidance is never going to come from up here in your mind. It's not. It's always going to come from inside, within your inner wisdom, aligned to higher states of consciousness. You cannot get to higher states of consciousness if your mind is involved. You want to dis you don't want to cut off the mind. What you want to do is the mind to become neutral so the wisdom can be what you listen to. So you want to get in the habit of listening to your heart. So maybe 1 to 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day of just, breathing and listening to your heart and listening to your own inner wisdom. That little exercise, that little practice of listening to your heart could change your entire life completely. You will behave differently. You will act differently. You will speak differently. You will have less fear. That little practice. Do that little practice do a 30-day challenge, 5 minutes a day, listening to your heart. Write down notes that you get. Don't question the notes that you get from your heart. Just like write down notes. And by the end of 30 days, look at your sheets of all the wisdom that you come upon. Maybe some of it's not what you're aligned to right now, maybe some in the future, but allow yourself to see what you come up with. And I'm sure it'll be beautiful. Cheers to being in sync. I am Kiana Sage, and I align people to peace. Have a great day.